I don't know what I'm doing. See, this is what happens after you've done this take about 10 times. I want to get it right. So this one is going to be right. You guys ready? All right. Number 2. This is video number 2. So I put up a post on Instagram recently asking my followers to comment with questions or topics they want me to cover in the videos. So today we're going to be covering gear and my workflow. I'm a fashion and portrait photographer. I shoot with the Canon 24-70, 2.8, the first version, and I also shoot with the 7200 2.8 second version. My camera is the 5D Mark IV. My backup camera is the 5D Mark II. Those are my primary tools. I use the 24-70 primarily to add some drama to my shots. One of my favorite photographers, his name is Shamayim, I believe, or Shamayim. Not sure how to pronounce his name, but he shoots with a 24-70 or 24-105 often. Incredible shots, lots of drama, and then the editing style just enhances that same feel. So that was one of the reasons why I shot with the 24-70. And the other reason too is like when you're on location, you can really show off your location with the wide angle lens. You can't really do that with a telephoto lens or a lens that shoots really tight because it's compressed. Everything is kind of whatever is right in front of you type of thing. But at 24-70, I can show off the entire landscape, the entire beach, and then have my model strategically placed to have good composition. So the 7200, like I was, it's kind of opposite. The 7200 lets me, zoom in tight, makes the shots a little more intimate, makes the portraits a little more intimate. And the compression on the 7200 is one of its main components that make it special. So when people talk about compression in photography, one of the markers of compression is that you'll see the background come closer to your subject. So that's primarily what you're trying to achieve, and it's compressing your perspective and your view. And I love that lens. And then oh my God, the 7200 is super sharp. Just so sharp. And when you combine that with the 5D Mark IV, obviously it's full frame, just like the 5D Mark II. But when you see it on the back on the LCD screen on the back, the camera is just beautiful. So when I'm shooting and I show my clients a shot, they're amazed because they're seeing the quality of both of those, both the lens and the camera combined. It makes it like the shot is already edited. That's actually a big compliment when my clients tell me or the model tells me it looks like I don't have to edit the shot at all. That's when I know I've done my job right. Like I know I've done my job right. So in addition to the camera, the lenses, I use SD cards. That was another reason I needed to update to the 5D Mark IV. Not primarily just to use SD cards, but the fact I can use SD cards and CF cards at the same time. So if I'm shooting, I can have my SD card just grabbing JPEGs, or I can have my CF card just grabbing JPEGs and an SD card grabbing RAW files, or vice versa. It's a great tool. Oh, another reason for the 5D Mark IV, this was one of the biggest ones, the autofocus points. So the 5D Mark II has 9 autofocus points. The 5D Mark IV has 61. With my style of shooting, I needed these autofocus points. I needed an additional 52 points so that I could actually shoot quicker. I can lock onto my subject faster. And then the 5D Mark IV also has like a high speed shooting function. It's like a bursting function. So I can just hold down the shutter and it just spits out a ton of shots at once. That's really key when you're trying to catch motion. I couldn't do that on 5D Mark II. So having the 5D Mark IV is a complete blessing. So once I've actually finished the shoot, when I come home, and this is also tell you my workflow as well. When I come home, I take the SD card out, plug into the side of my MacBook Pro, immediately open it in Capture One, download all the photos. I have like a little basic preset that I send all my photos through just to make sure they're sharp. While in Capture One, I still go through and I go through and check every photo. I go through and choose the ones I need to actually save as proofs. I pick out the ones that I know that I want to edit, and then I convert all of those to 16-bit TIFF files. So you can convert them to 16-bit or 8-bit TIFF files. I don't have to have them in 16 bits, but I have the space, the capacity on my computer and hard drives to save those files. It doesn't hurt me any, so I use the 16-bit TIFF files. If you don't have a ton of space, if your computer is not that fast, then I will go with the 8-bit TIFF files. I create all of those at once, and I normally edit about 3 photos at a time. So I'll edit them in bunches. So I'll open all 3 TIFF files at the same time, start running through the first file. Once I'm finished with the first file, the color grading and lighting adjustments that I make on that file, I actually drag to the second and third file. So those automatically have the same vibe, the same overall color scheme that the first image has. So that when I'm posting or when I'm sending out to clients, they have the same look amongst all the files. I do not edit on a external monitor at this time. I tried using my TV, didn't like it. I am going to purchase an external monitor in 2018. That is a goal of mine. I'm still kind of doing my research and trying to figure out which one fits my budget and my needs, but I definitely will be upgrading to an external monitor. When it comes to lighting, I shoot with alien bees, primarily for my studio work, but when I'm on location, I really don't bring strobes too often. They become a little cumbersome. You know, you're trying to transport back and forth. I'm trying to, you know, switch between different locations, and especially if I don't have an assistant with me, it's annoying. So I just don't even bring them a lot of times. I use reflectors. So I have a small one, a medium, and my big boy. My big boy is my favorite just because it's kind of obnoxious to be that big, but it really gets the job done, especially when I'm trying to reflect a ton of light. It's my go-to. The small one and medium one is primarily for headshots. They can be used to do other things, but it's really, really good in headshots, especially when I can combine the two of them to create like a clamshell type thing. I don't know why my hands are kind of like I'm voguing or something. I don't know what that's all about. Okay, so the other reason for the reflectors also is the scrim. So the scrim, once you take off the cover, the jacket, I don't know what they call it, but once you take off the cover off of your reflector, there's usually a scrim inside, which is like a opaque white material. You can use that to create soft light. So what I'll do is I'll take the scrim, lift it above my subject, and usually this is in hard light. It'll take hard light and make it softer. And last but not least, when it comes to gear, Wacom tablet. Some people say Wacom, I say Wacom. Wacom tablet, gotta have it. You have to have a retouching tablet. I don't understand people doing retouching without it. I remember the days of using my trackpad to retouch. It took forever. And even when I had a Mighty Mouse on my MacBook, didn't speed up the process at all. Like it just took so long to do simple stuff. But having an actual tablet with a pen, I'm much more accurate and things are done quicker. And I feel more comfortable because I'm actually drawing on the face. So I'm doing like certain movements are more fluid because I actually have a pen versus having a mouse. So the analogy that I was told was that imagine painting with a brick and then actually imagine painting with the paintbrush. So a brick is, you're doing this. This is crazy. Like I can't even, everything is just these large movements. But with the pen, everything is here. So I tell everyone, get your Wacom tablet. Doesn't have to be the newest one, could be an older version. Just make sure you have a tablet if you're gonna do any serious retouching. Yeah, so that basically covers it. It's all the gear that I use when I shoot and when I edit. I think one of the biggest things that helps me create quality images is one, having a mood board, having reference images, having a good team with me, because without my team, I don't miss those days. I love having my team. My team makes my life easier. And then just the execution, paying attention to detail. So those are the things that really, really help create quality art, create quality photos, and gets you clients. That's what gets you clients, producing something worth someone buying. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Please subscribe to the channel. There'll be more videos like this in the future. Hit that like button and just stay tuned. I appreciate your support, and until the next video.